Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, I'm offering a special focused on the theme of the unconscious awareness. So basically, it's a reading that focuses on bringing forward messages and some insight upon possible unconscious threads of energy that may be, interfering in some of the circumstances and experiences we are going through during this frame of time. So if you would like to know more info about that, just email me and I will gladly provide all the info. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Sagittarius, I do feel like this month of March is challenging you to let loose of something. I feel like the Sagittarius energy in majority of the group of Sagittarius that I'm being shown here are holding on tightly to something. It's like an energy of domination, an energy of possession, clinginess, fear to lose. It could be to lose yourself, yes, and so you are guarding and guarding and guarding and holding some walls. It could be for some of you this. For others of you, it's about your materialism, it's about money, it's about, having this fear of disruption in your security. And so what this fear of disruption that is kind of creating during this month of March is exactly you possibly attracting circumstances and experiences during the month that are going to challenge you in this point, which is your ability to live in a freer state, to not put so much energy into control, because the more you try to control something or to define something tightly or to imprison something under your thumb, right, under your domain, the more the possibility is for that to fall apart, because you do have the Tower here. So this is always an energy that warns us to let whatever interferences or whatever circumstances that are completely out of your control, let those energies show you or teach you something that you need to understand currently about change. Of course, that change is not always the most fun experience, especially when it's a change, an unwanted change. And sometimes the Tower can bring that, can bring a sense of something unexpectedly changing our plans, our direction, our relationships, testing our levels of security, but also testing that same point of where do you go to find security? Where do you go to find your security? Yes, and your freedom. Because also what I'm feeling here for the majority of you is that you are leaving something, or there's an experience in your life that may be tested, that may find its point of eruption or its point of the point of the maximum you can go, the limit. There are circumstances that are going to the limit, and what is most likely going to happen for some of you is that you will find that saturation, that there's an explosion that comes out of that, because there's so much you can take. There's so much you can take. There's so much you can do to smother your own freedom. And what I'm feeling is that this is the unconscious. This is the Knight of Wands, right? This is the brave knight. This is the knight that doesn't control anything, that it doesn't stay too much time in one place, because What he values the most is the capacity to pursue adventures, is the capacity he has to be brave enough, courageous enough to never stop or settle for less than the life he needs to live, which usually with the Knight of Wands is one life that needs to have a lot of adventure, stimulation, and where he absolutely needs to feel free. This Knight of Wands really is reminding me of the song Wild Horses, right? Is that energy of there's something about you that you cannot tame, which could be really about your nature and your spirit. Something about you that you cannot tame, that you are trying to tame, or you have been in a way dealing with circumstances in relationships or obligations, duties that have allowed you or that have led you to be in the Four of Pentacles and in the Strength energy, which is all about feeling constricted, right? Feeling tight and you know, surrounded by walls. It's a little bit of that energy of you know, you having maybe a castle and having a lot of security and material wealth and a lot of good things in terms of status, but what's the price you are paying in terms of your well-being, in terms of your soul, in terms of your heart? What is the price that you are paying to live in this castle, or to live always fenced in into those walls of protection or preservation of something you're so afraid to lose? So what I feel is that, and having the strength in your conscious position, definitely you are holding on to something. There's something that for some Sagittarius is, there's an energy here. It could be dealing with work or with a relationship or a pattern of your own self, a fear. There's something that you are really, really, really not wanting to let go. It's something that you don't want to let go. It's something that stimulates your dreams, your ambition, your expectation of success, or of what your life should be, or what life should be in the more material realm. There's something you don't want to let go because the degree of attachment to it is extreme. And there are Sagittarius that are being shown here having extreme attachments. And what may happen during the month of March is that for some reason things are getting out of control, and there's energies that are going to test the ground in which something has been built. So if the foundation is solid and truthful, and if there are things there that are really you know, strong, and with the Strength card, some of it could be if the foundation is strong, is if the nourishment, the care, the love is real, if your soul is there, if your truth, your inner truth is there, this can just be a shakeup, right? Like an energy of an earthquake, and it's going to survive whatever this is that you have built, whatever this castle metaphor means to you. There may be some disruption, there may be something that may happen to test the foundations, but it's going to last. But if it's not a part of your nature, if it's not truthful, if it's something that you are committed out of fear, out of obligation, out of greed, ambition, in terms of excessive, it's like I feel like some Sagittarius are excessively possessive over something. I don't know if it is a certain element of financial, the relationship you're having with finances, with money, with value, property, you know, looking to your life and to your worth through what you can purchase, right? Through what you can buy, through what you can own, through what you can add to your wealth and to your abundance. But what I'm feeling is some of you are tying your identity to that, or have your identity, have been, attached, and tying your identity that it's proven its worth through what you can own. And there's something that you own or that you feel like you own that may lash out, that may go away. So relationships that are controlling and possessive may have a fallout. Relationships that are, they're about everything except love and respect and appreciation. Relationships that don't make you feel free, where you don't feel free to be yourself, where you don't feel free to pursue, adventure and excitement and fun and to go after your true happiness. Relationships that are being, lived or glued. I feel like some of you Sagittarius are in relationships where you have been trying to glue it together, right? It's like there has been cracks in it. There has been proofs that the relationship may not be going well, or there's something about it that just keeps, breaking. And for some of you, the month of March can represent the end of certain relationships in your life, relationships that you have been trying to work and fix and hold on, and it's just it can be going to a point where there's no saving that it's possible, or at least there's a need to separate. So both of you and both of the involved can look at it and really see what's going on, by distancing the energies, by detaching. I feel like some of you working on detachment is strongly present here. For others of you, that this is not about relationships, and of course when I say relationships, it could be about marriage, romantic relationships, but it could also be relationships of work and friendships, family even. But there seems to be a fallout with something, or a possible fallout or discussion that leads to a big change in the status of something. I feel like some of you, your status, the way you are seen, the way you are presented, or you present yourself publicly and to the eyes of others, matters too much to you. I feel like you don't want your status to be put in question or damaged through the change of something, and so that's why some of you are holding on to something. Others of you, actually, you could be in the other side of the issue where you want to be free from something, but you could feel like there's this energy of some circumstances or other people crushing you, right? Crushing you, your freedom, crushing your sense of liberation. It's like you feel the weight of a very heavy energy of something or someone controlling you, right? So it can go both ways. It can be that you are doing this, you are being the active agent here of this energy, or you could be as well experiencing this on the other side. But both are about the same issue. This is about attachment. This is about the energy that is rooted on something that may or may not be something that is for you. I feel like some of you are living lives that are not for you. It's not your life. It's not where you're meant to be. And the Tower sometimes shows up when we are in the wrong way or in the wrong direction. And so the tower kind of brings a sudden change to the scenario that usually we don't like, to tear down this building, right? This construction of something, this status, this attachment, this relationship, this job that was just, you know, taking space, right? For you to see beyond it, for you to see the real way. Or sometimes the tower puts us in the position to, you know, something happens, apparently may not be the best thing, but then after it you suddenly see how you were so far from yourself, or how you didn't, you know, enjoy yourself in a long time, or how you didn't feel so free and so capable and daring and impulsive and you know, excited in a while after you go through the experience. This could be for some of you. Others of you, actually, I feel like the tower can also bring messages, right? It's like thoughts that are provoking, and I feel like some of you that this is not about, you know, changing a circumstance or separation of some sorts with something in your life that it's too controlling, or that you are trying to control too much. It could also be that your views in life, I feel like some of you have something where there's a side of you that it's traditional, and there's the side of you that it's progressive, right, for the future, that's unconventional, that it's much more, you know, daring and provocative. I also feel like there's a sense of provoking something here. So provoking thoughts, provoking ideas, and this could be that you are as well being challenged in your views, especially if those views and those beliefs and opinions are like small-minded, because sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be small-minded, or if those views are, you know, too much focused on, again, control. I feel like it could be that you are attracting, right, circumstances that are going to test your ability to see beyond that, to see beyond attachment, to see beyond the old ways, or you are testing others. You are definitely not accepting, you know, the traditional values to be imposed on you. So there are things here about tradition and the future as well, kind of interfering in your stability. I feel like this is not a stable month, either outside of in your experiences outside, or inside of you. But what I also feel is like it's not a stable month, and the majority of the instability that some of you may be feeling is caused by your own unconscious energy that wants to feel the thrill of something, that wants to speak to you, that wants to come out and reveal something, have this moment, this epiphany coming to you, where you suddenly see that maybe you are doing something, or you have been believing in something or creating something that it's not for you. So I also feel like some of you can just simply, you know, suddenly have this change of direction that you actually may really desire. Knowingly or unknowingly, there's a big desire to change and to take a risk on something. So I hope you have a great month of March. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.